Hello everyone and welcome to the Basics of Digital Marketing course from Hovers. In this module, we are going to talk about social media marketing. So let's begin. What are the topics that we are going to cover under social media marketing? There are basically five questions that we are going to cover. The first one is what is social media marketing? The second question is which are the top SMM platforms that are there right now? The third one will be what are the goals that companies and agencies or individuals should look for when they are doing social media marketing? What do you get out of social media marketing? The fourth question will be how to choose that which platform of social media marketing is best for your business. And fifth is what SMM strategy should be used in order to gain better results. So the first question is what is social media marketing? Simply, social media marketing is a platform of internet marketing which utilizes social networking websites as marketing tool. As we all know, we are all right now living in a social age where we are using social media apps, and that is the essence of social media marketing. So a business is marketing their whole products, their whole list of services on the social media channel that is available with them. Social media marketing also aims at producing content that users will share with their social circle to help the company increase brand exposure and broaden their customer reach. Social circle here is the important point, as all these social networking websites work on a social circle, that is peer to peer transfer. It is a place where people are going to share their thoughts, people are going to share their experiences with each other, and that is why brands want to consider social media marketing as the most important in order to keep their brand into the social circle. The next question is that what are the top SMM platforms right now in 2020? So this data according to 2020 is for the worldwide active users according to each platform. And you can see that Facebook by far is the most used social media platform, which is also followed by YouTube. WhatsApp, which is now owned by Facebook, is also a social media platform because people are sharing all their information. They are texting daily on WhatsApp, day in, day out. And now WhatsApp has a story feature where a lot of things go on as well. And also, WhatsApp is one of the most used in a day to day basis. After that comes Facebook, which is Messenger. Then comes WeChat, which is not much popular in countries apart from Asian ones, but it is still a very highly used platform. After that, there is Instagram, which is also owned by Facebook. Then comes TikTok, which is recently a controversial platform in India, but it's widely used and it's gaining a lot of popularity all over the world. Then the last one in this list is LinkedIn, which is a sort of professional social media platform. So it is mainly for businesses and managers, as you say. So it's for sharing business related things and experiences. So, what are the goals of social media marketing that a company should look for or a agency should look for when they are doing social media marketing for their brand or their client? We have listed out some nine major reasons why brands use SMM. So, let's start with the first reason and the main reason. Many brands are on Facebook, Instagram, and all over social media just to increase their brand awareness, to let people know that their brand exists out there in the world and what products are they selling, what services are they giving. How do you check that your brand's awareness has been increased? Is by looking at the follower count, looking at the post reach, and also looking at the mentions, shares, and tags that people are doing around your business. The second point is to drive traffic to the website. As many brands have a website on which they have listed their services, products, or they sell their services or products from there, it becomes important that SMM should be used to get the traffic from the platform to the website. How do you track that? Is how much traffic have you sent from your social media marketing to your website? The second is what is the bounce rate? How many people are going to the website and then not doing or taking any action? The third is how many link and post clicks do you have when you are doing a kind of ad where the traffic has to be generated on the website. Then comes the point of building a community around the business. This is one of the most important features that makes the whole thing of social awareness grow. You can take an example of Starbucks, where people take the Starbucks cup, they sit in their car and they click a photo of the Starbucks with their car or wherever they are traveling. And this becomes a community of people who are endorsing your brand and also increasing the awareness of the brand into the public. So, how do you calculate or how do you see if your brand is building a community? Is by FB group engagement. How many people are engaging with your FB group? How many people are talking about your brand on Twitter, Instagram, and all the social media activities? Then comes how many daily active users or views does your brand get? The fourth one is that businesses use SMM in order to generate leads. So leads can be collecting personal information of potential consumers. How do you do that? Is by collecting key contact information to download any content. If you have an ebook or a video or a course like that, so this is a thing that you should be doing. After that, you should be looking at what kind of participation does a consumer have on your lead forms. Then comes the person conversion, which is a very important thing to track. So if you are getting leads but the leads are not converting, or there are no sales for you. Brands also use SMM in order to boost their brand engagement by either manually tracking how many people are commenting or sharing their information, sharing their post stories, or also checking out how many likes, shares, and comments does a post get. One more thing is that the mention and replies that your brand gets is very important when you look at the brand reputation management. So, where are people or what product of yours are people mentioning, and what replies are you getting on each post? This is an important avenue that brands look for, and that is what most of the brands function on, is growing the revenue. And that can be either done by signing up to a product or taking an appointment, or by direct sales on the website. For example, there is a e-commerce website, there is a edtech website which is selling courses. There can be direct sales on the website, and that can be tracked according to this. After that comes the revenue from ads. So whatever your ads you are doing, there should be a revenue coming back, and you should be looking at the return over investment from the ads. The last three are to have a effective consumer or customer service. How do you check that? Is if your brand is there on social media, people will ask you questions in relation to support. So your brand has to be aware that there are going to be some queries, there are going to be some suggestions on the social media platform, and that you have to take care of. After that, we can also check the response time that a brand has. So if you open Facebook and you open a brand, you will get to know that there is a point where it makes that if you message this brand or if you message this business, in how much time are you going to get a quick reply by? After that, it is the increase of mentions in press. So you are right now on social media. Okay. What is going to happen is, apart from social media, there is digital press, there is paper press, and you want to increase the reach of the brand in the paper press and digital press as well. So in order to do that, what happens is that your potential reach should increase, but in that you should be looking at the keywords that your brands are associated with. For example, if you are in the food industry, you should be, or in the bakery industry, you should be attached to keywords such as food, bakery, desserts, and so you have to decide which keywords are you focusing on and which keywords do you want your mentions to increase in. Then comes influencers, which are bloggers with a high number of followers or a big community behind them. And are they endorsing your brands on these platforms? After that goes as brand outreach, which is important. So your brand now starts coming into press, coming into digital press, digital media, on newspapers, on TV, commercials, everywhere. So this is one of the important aspects. After that comes never miss a mention. This is where you can grow organically. So customer conversations is, as you know, word of mouth. If you are a brand which is launching a new product, word of mouth is important in the initial stage as well as later in order to grow the brand and sales. And that is what social media will give you. If an influencer tomorrow is talking about your product, there is going to be a word of mouth around it that I had a watch from this brand and it is a very good watch. that is going to propagate into their social circle. That is the whole idea of social media. After that, you get a lot of suggestions and feedback on your social media platforms, and that is a good thing, as you can learn from it and also unlearn from it. Then the product and content improvement can take place from social media. As you start getting suggestions and feedback from people, you can keep changing your product and services. So these were the 9 main reasons why brands today use SMM. There can be many more, but these are the main reasons that we have covered. Now, what is the main difference that many people ask between SEO and SEM? So SEO, as we have covered before in our modules, is search engine optimization, and SMM is social media marketing. So what does SMM build? SMM builds brand reputation, it grows websites traffic, it generates sales, it gets you more business, and it grows trust into your brand. But what does SMM build? SMM is also for a long run as SEO is, but then the SMM will build your brand personality. What is your brand known for? Why, what kind of people and what kind of target audience does your brand cover? Part of the society is your brand tackling, and what are the consumers related to your brand? After that, it also builds social virality. So you know that on social media marketing, a brand can go quite literally viral, and that is one of the most important points what SMM can do. If you have a viral marketing strategy, it can reach millions of people in a single day, and that is huge. That is crazy stuff. After that, then it comes to the customer service. So SMM is going to build your customer service, and it is going to help you in the brand reputation management. Also, there is a two-way communication when your brand is on SMM, because you are posting something for the customer. Also, the customer is engaging with the content and giving you suggestions or sharing your experience around the product or the service. Then there is continuous improvement that can be done when you are doing a social media marketing. It might be that you start with a very simple strategy, but then your strategy becomes more focused on influencer marketing and etc. The main question of this whole module is, how do you choose which platform is the best for your business? This is where most of the people get confused that, okay, what should I choose now? There are a lot of social media platforms, but which is the best for my business? So you need to check some factors that we are going to talk about. The first one is the frequency of usage. What is the frequency of usage of each platform that people are doing on a daily, weekly, or less than a day, less often? And how do you check that is, look at this graph. We can see that WhatsApp is used a lot on more than once a day, but FB Messenger is not. So if you are a brand where you have to showcase people that you are going to endorse your product on a day-to-day basis, or more than once, you want to reach your customers more than once in a day, then you should be using Facebook, WeChat, and WhatsApp. Instagram, however, is also used a lot, but then the return over investment has to be calculated in that way. The first question that you should be looking at when you want to choose the platform is, how often does your target customers, not any customer, but your target customer, use the platform daily? After you choose that, you can move on to the second point. Look at the platform demographics by age. So which network does your target age group use more often? If your brand is for teenagers, then which platform is being used by teenagers right now a lot? You can check from this diagram that Facebook right now is used by a lot of people in their young ages. Okay, so this is 18 to 24, and 16% of people from 18 to 24 use Facebook as well as Instagram, but Instagram is way higher. Snapchat, if you see, has a very high percentage of people who are in the lower age group. So if your brand is focused towards the youth, you should for sure be checking out Snapchat and also Instagram marketing. The third question, or the third parameter that you should be looking at, is the platform demographics by gender. What do you mean by platform demographics by gender? What kind of target gender group is using your network? Is male population using Facebook more? So if you are in the category of male grooming, for example, Beardo. So Beardo needs to be defining their target and defining their social media strategy in such a way that they reach more men. In that, if you see that Facebook has a very good balance of 66% to 77%, but Facebook, as you see, can be a bit tricky in that way. Also, Instagram is used by more females than male, same as Facebook, but LinkedIn has a very good ratio of male and female. But you can't put all the ads on LinkedIn, and we will talk about that in detail on about each platform in the ongoing course. The last question in this module was the SMM strategy that you should be using. There is a very simple SMM strategy that you should be looking at in the start. It's a SMART strategy: listen, plan, strategize, and the tools that you are going to use. In listen, you have to check who your customers are. Check the age, gender, location, profession. Who are your customers? Go and look at your customers. After that, in the listen, you have to look at what makes you unique. What are you giving to the people that others aren't? After that, you have to make a good plan. Planning is the most important stage, as this is where you'll get to know that what is going to happen with your campaign. You should be looking at what kind of business objectives do you want from the social media marketing. Is it to increase your revenue? Is it to decrease the cost, or to increase the public exposure? It can be different according to the brands. Look at the strategic objectives that we have talked about. Do you want leads? Do you want customer relationship? Do you want awareness? Achieve them online. Are you going to achieve them online? Are you going to achieve them offline? After that, you have to strategize. How are you going to execute what you have planned? So, are you going to use social media more than your other platforms? How are you going to communicate to your customers? What kind of content are you going to put? How are you going to evaluate how many successful leads, how many successful email subscription and traffic have you got on your website? So, you need to strategize that. And the last one is, what kind of tools are you going to use in order to make your strategy successful? That is, are you going to have a blog post, a photo just by word of mouth? Are you going to put a viral video, an audio? And which platform are you going to use? So we have covered that you should be looking at three parameters in order to select which platform you are going to use. See you all in the next module. Do not forget to like and subscribe our channel. And I have a question for you. Please put it in the comment section. Which is your favorite social media platform? We are awaiting your response. Thank you.